ScouterStan here. Thanks for joining me this week. I'll tell you what, if you're a Cub Master, listen up. This is for you, alright? And this is very important. You've been a Cub Master for several years now. And now your boy or girl are crossing over into a troop. What are you going to do? Are you going to cross over too? Chances are you're more than welcome. But I want you to think about something. Cub Scouting is the larger end of the Scout BSA program. It's the larger end of it. And one of the key things that's important about this is that that's the larger end of it. We don't have enough commissioners to cover every single pack that's in existence in any district, in any council. It's the truth. We don't have enough. Think about this. Your youth, your child, is crossing over into a troop. Think about commissioner staff. This is something you can do because we need your experience as a Cub Master in the commissioners. This is critical. We need your help. Okay. Now, granted, Scout Masters and stuff like that, that's great. You can do that. But it takes a lot of training, and you can do that. But commissioners, training is done, and you already know how to be a Cub Master. So that's something you can give back. The commissioners are wonderful, okay? And if we had more, we would actually provide a better support for our adult leadership. So that's something to think about. I want you to seriously think about that. When I was a Cub Master, I was in the process, my son was crossing over to a troop with his best friend, and the natural thing for me to do was to join the troop too. But I was approached by a commissioner, and they asked me to join the commissioner's staff as a unit commissioner and give back what I know about Cub Scouts. And I loved it. It was awesome. Now, granted, I also, later on, I wanted my son to kind of develop his own way in his own troop. And later on, I was able to participate as an assistant Scoutmaster. So I have my experiences there. That's the wonderful thing about it all. You could do that too. There's nothing wrong with that. And giving back, being a Cub Master, is critical. Okay, so something to think about. And same thing with troops. Don't be so greedy. Holy cow. There's some troops out there that got way too many Scout-facing adult leaders. Don't be greedy. Give back a little bit. Let up. Okay? Yeah, you get 4 or 5 leaders to come over, and that helps in your committee and it helps in your troop. But think of the big picture too. You have your district and your council, okay, which is hooked to national. So think about that. All right, give back a little bit more. Okay. Now, commissioners, you guys are not higher up or over anybody. Okay, so you're not stepping outside of something you can't do. Commissioners are just there to be the liaison between the unit and the district. They're there to help the unit. So you're giving more service, more help to that unit. Okay? So it's something to think about. And there are a lot of Cub Scout packs out there that do not have commissioners assigned to them. I know. Okay? So think about that. You could definitely do the job. You're very qualified. If you've been a Cub Master or a committee chair, you know the ins and outs. Okay, you know what's going on. If you were part of that key 3, you know what's going on, and you can be a big part of helping others succeed, and even more youth learning the Scout Oath and Scout Law and starting to live their lives by it. Big deal. It is a big deal. So think about it. Think hard about it. As I like to say, pray on it. Okay? Definitely give that some consideration. And I'll tell you what, till next time, I'll see you on the trail.